first thing I should bring up, why is Red Dead so dark? It's a very dark game, but that's beside the point. I'm not even really sure why I never played Red Dead. I think I was very disappointed after GTA 4, so I just kind of didn't want to have anything to do with Rockstar. Like, just leave me alone. But now, it was on sale. I got it for like $13 or something, all of it, on PS3, digitally. Great, let's play Red Dead. So, I've played maybe 4 or 5 hours of it, and I have to say, maybe the gameplay is old, the game looks like garbage. Really wish it came out on PC. It would still look good today, but now it just looks old. Which is fine, it's a 6-year-old game. But this game is way better than any Grand Theft Auto I've played. I mean, it's just from the setting alone is that much better. Now, I do think it still has some issues that I find with the GTA games, like playing GTA 5. I finally started playing GTA 5. Playing the story, and every single mission has that same, oh, drive to Michael's house. Now we're going to talk to Michael for a minute, and then we're going to drive with Michael in the car for 2 minutes, and we're going to listen to our conversation. Then we're going to get where we need to go. And then we're going to shoot someone. And then we're going to drive back and talk to each other. And then the mission's over, and that's like every single mission for 10 missions in a row or so. Like, it's just so many. And it's kind of annoying, and this game follows in that same footsteps of, yeah, Bonnie, I'll help you herd your cows. Fine. Or I'll catch horses with you. Okay. But every single one of these missions is like this 5-10 minute mission that isn't a big, substantive thing to like really get into. There are a couple missions that I've done so far with the sheriff deputy guy. Well, I guess he can't be both the sheriff and the deputy. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But, and you're going through and shooting things, and that's working great. I think that's fun and fine. It just doesn't make any sense why there's like 10 people in this town, and things seem to be going to shit every time I go talk to them. It would make more sense if every time I went on a mission, it was 30 minutes. It was a 30-minute mission of whatever, solving the mystery of this shootout. As opposed to, they make every single mission so bite-sized, the bites aren't satiating enough, so you have to do another mission, but then each mission starts with this little, we're rounding up, you gonna come with us? Oh, what's his name? I forget his name already. Watson? No. Doesn't matter. Every mission starts off with that same cutscene, and now we're gonna ride our horses over here. There's so much time spent just holding the X button so you can match other people's horses' speed, and you're not really doing anything. I think the horse controls in that respect aren't great, and you're just really walking around on a horse, Paramount, for so much of this. I don't really understand why there's so much of it, and you have to keep restarting these missions, and every single mission starts with, let's ride our horses out to here. Let's ride our horses out to here. Oh, let's go back to town. I'm like, every single mission, instead of having 6 missions where I'm corralling horses or cows or shooting pheasants or talking to your weird father, Bonnie, instead of doing that, this video's apparently got some issues. Instead of doing any of that, why don't I combine all those into one mission that's now 20, 30 minutes instead of a bunch of random ones that I feel so forced. They have this forced start and forced end that are just like, okay, well, guess we're done, bye. And then you go back to them, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm like, just fucking, it's only 3 missions I can possibly do. Just let me do it. So there's that. That being said, I also don't think there's a lot of stuff to do in this open world. But I kind of like that. There's a couple flowers I can pick, and I can shoot animals, and there's enough to where it's not empty, but not too much to where it's just so much shit to do. And I like that. I remember the first thing I did, once I just got the horse and the game just let me go, was there was this deer. I'm like, well, what do I do in the open world? This is stupid. Oh, look, a deer! And I do the little dead aim thing, and I shoot the deer in the head, and it just flips like like face plants and skids. I'm like, oh, this game is pretty cool. Like, I like this. No reason. Like because the shooting is not great, but that slow motion dead eye aim thing saves it. It makes it a ton of fun. It is kind of a shame that you basically have to be doing that all the time. In my opinion, it's hard to see, as I said, because the game does look old. It's so hard to see anything. The streets are all muddy. It's like someone smeared Vaseline all over your screen. It's so hard to see anything when you're shooting. Like, oh, there's a guy hiding behind that fence. I'm like, I couldn't fucking see him to save my life. And he shot at me several times. I almost did lose my life. That's a little goofy. I wish the game looked better. So that's why Red Dead 2, and now I get it too. That's the thing. I feel like I get it. I feel like I understand Red Dead now and why people liked it so much. It is, if I had played this at the time, I would have loved it and I would have super dived into it. At this point, I might just play a little bit more through the story, a couple more hours and kind of see what's up with it. But it's really good. It's really good. It's just broken up by this really poor mission structure, I feel like. If this was not a single player game necessarily, but if it had a more focused, let's liken it to Mass Effect. When you play Mass Effect and you start a loyalty mission, you know it's going to be an hour, 2 hours, however long. Like, you know that. With these missions, I start them and I know they're going to be 5-10 minutes and they're not going to give me enough of this experience of like, oh, we got to track this guy. Okay. Let's track him. Let's actually track him. Let's have a full mission, a 30-minute thing of me tracking this guy with you, Sheriff Man. And then we have the shootout at the end. That's awesome. Instead, you get 3 missions where each one starts the same way. You ride your horses the same way to the same place you've been to 6 times already now. And then you shoot a couple dudes and you go home. And it doesn't make any sense because if the West was really this lawless all the time, every hour there's a new shooting and half the townspeople are dead. It doesn't make sense. Not to mention, I did this mission where a bunch of people in this cabin are killed and then whatever. And then the next mission I did, story mission, had me go back to that same town and now or farm and now it's populated. Okay. I mean, you, Rockstar, you made that the location for this mission and you knew that people could probably play those 2 in order. Why'd you do them like so close together? Why'd you have to do it that way? I mean, I guess I could have done the one mission before the other one, and then everyone in that town would have been dead. I don't know. Oh, also, this menu totally reminds me of Persona 5. Very interesting. I don't know if I've heard anyone make those little connections. The color scheme and the big, bright letters and stuff, I'm getting a Persona 5 vibe. It's a time traveling game. But I like how it does side quests too. How it's like, oh, go over here and explore. Like, oh, this quest isn't over yet, but this is all you can do for now. I kind of like that. The map seems small, but I know you go to Mexico or something halfway through or so. So there's that. I like it. I like the story it's telling. I don't know why. Marsden. Marsden's his name, right? Jimmy John Marsden. I don't know. Half of his lines sound like he's yelling at you. And because a lot of the dialogue is on horses, it feels like everyone's yelling at each other, and it's really weird. I just don't. I understand, but Marsden is just like some of these characters don't sound like they're yelling at you. He sounds like he's just yelling all the time, but it's not louder. It's just like they made him yell in the VO booth, and then they just tuned it down, so he sounded normal. So now it just sounds like he's being weird. It's so strange to me. But the Deadeye thing is the best. And this stupid fucking thing. Oh, where it hides your horse from you. That's what it does. Let me give you an icon for this horse only when you whistle at it. Otherwise, we're going to put your brown horse next to 3 other brown horses, and we're going to ask you to get on your horse. I don't know which one it is. And I want my horse. Why isn't my horse an icon on the screen? I just got the yellow stallion, so now I'll be able to see it. And something happens with this video. Look at this. Gotta shoot this dog. And then the dogs do this cool ragdoll. Oh, it's so cool. That's the best part. That is 100% the best part. And there's like kind of a half-baked cover mechanic. This is what's so exciting about this game. is I know they fixed a lot of this stuff in GTA 5. So Red Dead 2 is going to be great. But I'll still wait for the PC version. What happened in this video? It's all choppity chippity. I wonder what happened. Let me just shoot some dogs. It's so weird. Every mission has that same structure of let's ride on horses. Oh, now we gotta shoot some stuff. Let's ride on horses again. Okay, bye. Like there's never a mission where you're just in the town, walking around talking to people, and maybe a shootout springs up there. No, it's ride your horses somewhere, shoot some things, ride your horses back. There's a lot of just padding and riding around, which is another reason why I wish I could just start a mission and be in a mission for longer than 5 seconds. But the game's good. I think it's maybe a little overblown because there's some issues with it where you're like, you shoot an animal and you go to skin it, right? And then you're skinning it for this 10-second animation that you can't skip, and it happens every time. Who thought that was okay? No. I don't know. That's super annoying. The jumping, the animations are all old and weird, and they would have felt old and weird then too. I mean, this is what, 6 years ago? So it's 2010. I mean, we had better looking playing games than this, and the open world isn't that big or filled with that many things. So I'm kind of like, where's your excuse for this kind of old, shitty GTA gameplay? Like this gameplay is old. It's real old. You sleep in a bed. Can we get rid of the sleeping in bed shit? Oh, I guess they did in GTA. You could do that. It's so much more interesting than GTA though. I just don't like the mafia settings, like Mario. Mario. But man, this game has real dark, like brightness issues though. Look at it, you can't even see anything. Well, now I can see something. Barely. I don't know. And picking a save menu. I'm kind of glad I liked it. I'm kind of glad I played it and I didn't not like it. Because this could have very well happened. Just like GTA 4 is not that amazing, and 5 isn't that amazing either. I did the first heist in 5 and I was like, really? This is what everyone was excited about? I like even play like Max Payne 3. I'm not even like a game that's super everyone talks about anymore. That game has, like, any part of that game is a better shootout, more interesting than that heist in GTA 5, the first one. Not to mention how it took 6 years to get there. There's so much extra garbage here in these Rockstar games that just get to it. Just get to the point. I don't need 3 hours into the game. I shouldn't be doing a tutorial mission on herding cows. Right? That should have been at the beginning. Should have been at the very beginning. Shouldn't be herding cows anymore. Little goofy. I do like Bonnie. I feel like something's gonna happen with her, and then I don't know what it is yet, and that's great. That's just great. They're gonna kill her, and it's gonna be a bummer. Jerks. His name is Marsden. James Marsden? Is that right? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So that's Red Dead. Red Dead Rambling Redemption for me. I have a card here. I'll put the card down. I do the show every Friday to no one, or sometimes someone. 3 p.m. Pacific time. Twitch.tv/TheGameFanatic. I stream. In November, I'm streaming just Saturday and Sunday on Twitch.tv/BenReacts. Super Mario Maker levels. I'm gonna go out with a bang. Super Mario Maker. So who knows when that's gonna stop? Thanks, Switch. Thanks a lot. Till then, here's the door shutting. It's got some nice style to it. It's a really good game. It's really good. It's, 10 out of 10 it is not. But see, look at this. Then you're getting back on your horse. Okay, and now we're gonna ride and talk again. It's just so much of the same shit. Over and over and over and over. Yep, I'm playing it, I'm like, I have to stop playing this because there's nothing to do in the open world. I could just randomly go somewhere, but why? There's no reason to. It's not like there's leveling up or something to where I'd craft enough things and then I level up my crafting and I get skill points. So there's like no reason to explore. That would be incredible. If there were if there was an RPG mechanics behind this, oof. Oh, I lost this race real bad. Real bad. Yeah, real bad. Alright, that's it. Merry Christmas. Happy Red Dead. Who put these fires up, you know? That's the things I wonder about. Who put these fires here?